The ants go marching on. So, this year, again, a reminder, you guys have that extra Bobcats pick. I got nothing extra. In terms of the draft, some guy who will never amount to anything. Victor Oladipo's there too. Nerlens Noel, Rudy Gobert. He'll never live that down. He'll never live that down. He never will. It's a good draft, though. It's a good draft. Plus, I mean, Kelly Olynyk's in it. It's the best draft. It's a pretty damn good draft, though, all things considered. So, the teams. Oh, cool. I got Luke Ridnour as a... Oh, good. I got Luke Ridnour and an ancient Rip Hamilton. That's fun. Was Bennett even in that draft? Not like IRL, but I mean, like, is he in the game? Is he even here? Because that should be the goal. Anthony Bennett to glory. Did I, like, completely miss him? Seth Curry's in it. Did I, like, completely go over him? I probably did. Or he's not in there. No, he's just not in there. That's a shame. That's a shame. All right, so I have nobody to send down to the old G League. For you guys, Matthew Jefferson, your second-round pick, is definitely the best option. Or Larry Sanders. Probably Larry, because he's not going to play much. But he'll still get some good dev time. So let's take a look here, first and foremost, at the Magic. In terms of players that you care about, 10-man bench. Is Shaq still the coach? Shaq is still the coach. He changes his attire every year as well. So it'll be Holiday, Starks, George, Bosh, Horford, Ibaka, Gordon, Ilyasova, Bledsoe, and Tristan Thompson. I think I said Tage Thompson a second ago. As your 10-man. For myself, Dwight Howard in Minnesota. Not bad. I'll be running 9. And I have a new coach who also doesn't know how to look the right way and has worse grades than the previous coach that I had. Rubio, Redick, Sims, Millsap, Howard. Paul is the 6th man. Tucker, Big Baby. Chris Middleton. Zeller in the reserves. That, oh boy, my depth has definitely taken a little bit of a hit. I'm honestly going to put Zeller on the Iowa Wolves. I mean, Big Baby can play center if need be. So, welcome to the side ear era, right? But yeah, Dwight and Millsap. Dwight and Millsap. I'm hoping Sims develops. Rubio should keep getting better, and then Redick is kind of like the veteran stopgap at this stage. So with that, the only thing to do, back to the trading block. Not that the trade offers have been overly kind as of late. I really have nobody that I want to give up there, but I can offer to give up all the first-round picks in the world over the next few years if they will actually give me somebody decent in return. Rubio is untouchable. Redick is untouchable. Sims is untouchable. Millsap and Dwight. For you guys, let's go back over this since the team has changed. No reason to not put Jefferson on the block. Doesn't have the most value in the world, but keep Bledsoe as a good depth option. Ilyasova should definitely go right back on the block. You've been trying to trade him for years. Larry can't be put on the block, but honestly, you could put Tristan there. Although he's getting better, so maybe not. And honestly, if the goal is to win a title, you should definitely put those next 3 first-rounders on the block just to see what's out there. I wouldn't say Holiday or Bledsoe that either one should be untouchable if you get the right offer. Starks obviously is. George obviously is. Bosch obviously is. And honestly, I mean, shit, you could probably deal Al Horford this year and just run with Tristan Thompson. So let's see how this season goes down. It's the franchise that will never end. Ever. And unfortunately, the Minnesota Timberwolves are dog shit to start the season. Shannon Paul for Jamario Davidson in a 2013 first rounder, top 3 protected. Davidson's just a random ass power forward. I'm going to say no to that. Yeah, so far the T-Wolves are trash. Let's see. Drew Holiday, B potential. Franklin Gordon, B minus. Well, that decision's pretty easy then. The Magic are 5-4. The Timberwolves are 1-7. We are both struggling.
Oh, good for you.
Quite a bit. I'm gonna go with Canciones. Thank you for the follow. JJ Redick's hurt, so that certainly doesn't help. Rip Hamilton's my starting shooting guard right now. This is not ideal. Not at all. Honestly, Darius Perdue. Let's go for scheme fit, really. Take Ridnour out of the mix. And at least that has Middleton playing. But yeah, Sims isn't a starting forward. It's going to be PJ Tucker. But yeah, I might actively be tanking for Giannis at this point. You guys do get a trade offer from Sacramento. It is Tristan Thompson, 21 B minus and a 78 for Channing Frye, who's older, but you get Sacramento's first round pick unprotected. Tristan Thompson for Channing Frye, equal in terms of overall. Tristan's obviously younger, but you do get a 2014 first rounder. I mean, it depends on if you think Tristan's the guy to take over for Al Horford. And if not, then you might as well do this. What do you guys think? I think there is a positive and negative trade. Positive negative outlook to this trade. So the poll is up. A lot of people on the side of taking this trade. I don't think it's the worst one in the world. For the record, Sacramento does have Westbrook, Griffin, Manu Ginobili. They're not a bad team. They are not a bad team at all. So if anybody wants to change their mind now, speak now, or forever hold your peace, and I can restart the vote, because it was very one-sided towards yes. Very one-sided indeed. But, I mean, Manu Ginobili's up there. Griffin's going to need a new deal. So when you're out, they could lose a few of the guys. It's true. We'll give it another couple of seconds, but it's looking like we're taking it. Thompson for Channing Frye in a first. We got Dustin saying let's reconsider it and revote it. Anybody want to side with him, or am I taking it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, icon saying reconsider. All right. Let's see. We got a couple of reconsider votes in there. Now that you know Sacramento's a good team, do you take the deal? Will enough people change their mind about it? It is a much closer vote this time. it's fair that we check to see Sacramento. The problem is, though, their team could sim terribly. Their team could sim terribly. It's a close vote. It's a close vote. It is a close vote. Well, Banda, what's up? Eventually, we gotta stop accumulating picks. Well, I mean, again, though, like Thompson and Fry are about equal. Unless Thompson's potential goes up, he's not gonna get like incredibly good. It was closer. Channing Frye and a first in 2014 for Tristan Thompson. Done deal. So the veteran Channing Frye is in. There you go. Channing Frye. Welcome to Orlando. The Magic, though, are 5-5 to start the year. Let's see. 3-0 in the Channing Frye era. I got a trade offer for Chris Middleton that I'm definitely not going to take. You guys get another interesting offer, but you know the Rockets are good. I mean, similar trade, except Barbosa and Bledsoe don't exactly equal out. So, Crash, what's up? That's the one to decline. I don't think you guys made the worst decision moving on from Tristan Thompson. So let's see. The Magic 9-7. The Timberwolves are 4-12. Good Lord. You guys also have a decision to make about Chris Bosh. He's willing to come back. But do you guys want to bring back Chris Bosh for $16 million, 89 overall at 28 years old, $16 million because of the bird and getting the discount? Bosh, keep, or do you let him go at the end of the season? What do you think? What do you think? What do you do about old Chris Bosh, who was the really the gem of, you know, the gem of the nuke that you guys dropped to blow the team up in the first place? You look at his career stats too. Not bad. Not bad. Keep the trade block next season. You can do that. He has struggled, though, in the playoffs. He has at least been very, very inconsistent in the playoffs, which has been a bit of an issue. However, Chris Bosh will be re-signed by the Orlando Magic. See if it'll be outright $16 million a season. There you go. Chris Bosh is back. Brand new deal. The Magic do start winning in the aftermath of Bosh re-signing. Holiday for Danny Green and a first. It's not worth getting rid of Drew Holiday. I mean, there's no point in putting Bosh on the block when you guys are pushing for a playoff spot. If you lose this season, then I agree. Next year, maybe explore it, but Middleton for Stevenson in a second, no. I mean, you guys don't have the most phenomenal record in the world right now, but presumably you're going to be a playoff team. The odds are, I mean, sure, you trade Bosh, but then for what? Draft picks? Like, you're still going to be too good of a team to really be able to tank on your own. That's the issue. Interesting trade offer here, though. So Bledsoe's your second choice point guard. You get Earl Washington, who's a veteran, and a 2015 first from the Rockets. Again, though, it is LeBron and the Rockets. LeBron will probably be gone by then. Bledsoe is 23. B potential, but he is behind Drew Holiday. So this is the exact same thing that you did with Tristan Thompson. Trade a young guy who's not the starter for a veteran who's just as good and a first-round pick. But nobody seems to be in favor of this one, which I got to be honest, is a little bit weird. If you're going to take the Tristan Thompson one, I don't understand why you're not taking this one. Anybody want to argue in favor of yes? If not, we'll let it be. Let it be. I mean, LeBron could leave Houston. His contract's certainly up by 2015. Well, Wally's shouting it out. Wheels is shouting it out. All right. Like I said, it's the same damn thing as the Thompson trade. You're trying to future-proof things a little bit. Bledsoe's not your starter. Washington's 32. Bledsoe is 23. But again, Bledsoe is behind Drew Holiday. So you would allow Drew to just outright be the starter. Washington would be behind him. And you'd have a first-round pick for it. There's an easy side to both yes and no. You know, the positives and negatives to both stand out quite clearly. It's just whether or not that's what you guys want to do. Is that what you guys want to do? That is the question. And it's been flipped over to a yes. It's been flipped over to a yes. I mean, again, you still keep just as good a depth this season. Future-proof a little bit with a first-rounder. That's a done deal. Eric Bledsoe for Earl Washington and Houston's first in 2015. And apparently it would be an illegal trade anyway. You could add an exception automatically and continue. And you said yes, so fuck it. There you go. I mean, the exception just has to do with the cap. It's not a big deal. So with that, let's take a look at the Magic side of things. Again, Washington and Fry in the mix. Still a damn good team. You got just as good a depth. You picked up extra first rounders, which again isn't the worst thing in the world to do. Although really quickly, Sims for Wallace, no thanks. The Magic 25 and 10. The Timberwolves absolutely suck. Wow. Dwight tore his MCL. Okay. Fucking hell. Well, this has been a disaster of a season. Let's be honest, we're no longer looking to give up first-round picks. Rubio's young enough that it's not a big deal. But I could put JJ on the block. Let Middleton be the starter. Honestly, I might as well see if I can get anything for Paul Millsap, and might as well put Dwight Howard there too. Because for this year, it is not looking pretty. Immediately got an offer for JJ, but it involves my 2017 first rounder for Julian Wright. $25 years old, A- potential. 84 overall. His contract's coming due. 2017's a long time away. And I don't think I'll be as bad next year as I am this year. But that way, if I get rid of Millsap, I have Julian Wright. It'd be kind of weird to have both of those power forwards at the moment. But this would mean Chris Middleton is the starter. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to trust... I don't know if I want to trust JJ beyond this season. How's JJ even done this year? Not amazing. Yeah, his numbers are down. J.J. Redick and a 2017 first-rounder to Chicago for Julian Wright. Done deal. I'll take that. I don't quite know how that's going to change up things with my lineup. But with Dwight hurt, has Wright at power forward, Millsap at center. And now Chris Middleton's my starting shooting guard. I don't hate it. That honestly might make me better. You guys get a trade offer. Washington in the first for Hall and Wesley. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Drew Holiday for a power forward. You don't need a power forward at all. Obviously, Drew is now your point guard. After the Bledsoe trade, the Timberwolves continuing to lose games hand over fist. That trade, again, not worth it. Honestly, now you guys can make that call to put Drew on the untouchables list for sure. 28-13 for the Magic. It looks like you guys are well on your way to the playoffs again. And that is it. The Timberwolves, not intentionally, are tanking this season, apparently. Nothing to worry about contract-wise. Ersan Ilyasova is finally going to leave. I mean, you guys have had him as your third choice power forward for like 5 years now. So no surprise. But we both made a decent amount of trades this year compared to what we normally do. But again, I mean, you guys sold two younger guys for equal depth and first-round picks down the road. I really don't think those were bad options. If those picks, if you're able to cash in on those picks, you're laughing all the way to the bank. And for me, I'm apparently going to be in the fucking Giannis sweepstakes. Oh yeah, Ilyasova didn't get one offer in like 4 or 5 years on the trade block. It was nuts.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Crash. All right, Timberwolves still not looking great. Is Dwight even back at this point? He is back. But now Sims is hurt. So we have just not been able to keep a healthy team. Apparently the morale for my big players is in the fucking toilet. What a weird time. Was Chris Middleton hurt, or was he a depth option? He is, for some reason, a depth option. Honestly, I mean, the system proficiency doesn't matter at this point. Play the youth. Play the youth. Play the youth. Fuck the lineup performance. Fuck system proficiency. Play the youngsters. A.K.A. Middleton. Just brutal. Hopefully the youngsters help lead me to Giannis. Well, we pretty much know the Magic are on a playoff pace. The Timberwolves are trying to fuck themselves out of a high draft pick, as they always do. You guys beat me this time. LeBron James wins another league MVP award. I think that's 7, 8 in a row. 7 in a row. 9-time All-Star. 1 Defensive Player of the Year again as well. Anthony Davis for the Bobcats wins Rookie of the Year. Robert Reed leaves Minnesota and immediately wins 6th Man of the Year in Utah. LeBron, of course, won Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved, Derrick Rose for the OKC Thunder, who averaged 36 points a game. First team All-NBA is Rose, Wade, James, Durant, and Pau Gasol. The all-defensive team is Wade, Paul, James, Marion, and Elton Brand. The all-rookie team is Drummond, Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis also up there. The Orlando Magic, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, will play the Charlotte Bobcats. Meanwhile, for the first time in quite a few years, the Minnesota Timberwolves have not made the postseason. And it was not my intention to tank. It was just that bad of a year. Rubio was our leading scorer. I mean, Dwight averaged a double-double. It just wasn't our year. Just wasn't our year. For you guys, Starks led the way. George, Bosch, Gordon, Holiday. As you'd suspect. As you would suspect. We look at the standings. The Magic, the second best team in the NBA, one of two to win 60 games along with LeBron's Houston Rockets. How far down? The Minnesota Timberwolves, the third worst team in the NBA this season. Just above Miami and Cleveland. Okay. The Magic are in the playoffs. I am not.